Well, good afternoon, folks. Thought I'd come back here and share you more of my thoughts. You know, I have my doubts about Judge Aaron Sabarania. You can see from my videos that I just posted, okay? Because a lot of people are very nervous now. It's very possible Diddy can get bail. Now, if it were me, an Italian, I wouldn't get bail. Trust me, okay? I was denied bail 4 times. That's me, I'm Italian. What could I say? Okay? But people are very fearful. And I want to read you a letter, a couple letters. Okay? Dear Judge Submaranian, I'm writing to express my great concern over the prospect of Sean Combs being released from custody. While I appreciate the fairness you have shown throughout this proceeding, I feel compelled to be unequivocal about the danger he poses to the public and to the individuals who have risked everything by coming forward. Mr. Combs has a long, well-documented history of violence, coercive and retaliatory behavior over the years. He has repeatedly escaped meaningful accountability, and each time this has only reinforced his sense of impunity. If he is released now, I have no doubt he will see it as yet another license to continue intimidating, threatening, and harming people who challenge exposure. Many of us have first-hand knowledge of the fear he insists those around him. I can say without hesitation that he is a serious and immediate threat to victims, witnesses, and the broader community. His pattern of violence, particularly while engaged in the trafficking of individuals for prostitution, combined with unchecked substance abuse, makes it clear that he is not ready to re-enter society. To release Mr. Combs without substantial consequences would undermine the integrity of his process and send a dangerous message that wealth and influence can shield someone indefinitely from accountability. It will also endanger those who cooperated with this investigation under subpoena, who are already living in fear of retaliation. I urge you in the strongest possible terms to prioritize the safety of victims and witnesses over any consideration of leniency. Mr. Combs has had countless opportunities to change, and he has chosen instead to escalate his harmful conduct. Allowing him to back into the community now would be a profound mistake. Thank you for your time and for your commitment to protecting the public from those who repeatedly demonstrate they are unwilling to respect the law. Respectfully, Deontay Nash. You all know who she was. Dear Judge, it's a short one. And, they're just telling that he's a danger to society. Okay, no big thing. It's something you would expect from the prosecution. Now, let me tell you about Joseph Iranian. I don't know this. Somebody keeps calling me, I'm sorry. Did I swear there? Anyways, folks. Thank you, Kano. I appreciate that there. Try to live good for you all. Give you love and respect. Tell me what you think. Okay, we still there? Folks, I don't know what I'm doing over here. I don't even know if I'm still on. Okay? Anyways, look at no matter something could possibly happen. Okay? Thank you, Bermuda. These people are in fear. And I'm going to tell you how simple it is to instill fear in people. I've done it. I know. I was on the streets, like I told you. And if this judge gives him bail, which I think he's going to do, then anything that happens to anybody is going to be on the judge's shoulder. And these people are in fear. Now, I heard somebody sent me a comment that Tisha Tells some people were harassing her outside the court. I haven't heard anything else. I don't know if that's true or not. Okay? So don't hold me to that there, please. Okay? Listen, for somebody with the kind of money and the background that Puffy has, he can do anything. And we know that there's a lot of suspicions about a lot of deaths. And he was nowhere around when it happened. So you see how easy that is? But folks, I wanted to share that with you. And I'm going to tell you something, all right? There's a lot of people who do the dirty work, and Diddy's never involved. I know how to do that like a pro because I've done it, okay? It's very simple. It's not hard, okay? And you know what? You got a lot of people who love Diddy. They'll do things for nothing just to be close to him. This was a big mistake that happened. But this is why I say the scales of justice are not even. They're uneven. Okay? I could have picked so many things out on that, the indict him on the RICO. That was the simplest charge of all. And they found him not guilty on that there. How did these jurors come up and figure out, let's get him on the lesser charges so he doesn't do jail time? You know how that happens, folks? Because this judge did not sequester the jurors. No. Why didn't he do that? Because, folks, he gives them instructions. Do not discuss this case or watch the news and all that shit. Bullshit. When they leave the courthouse, they're giving their phones back. They walk out that courtroom, there's all those, did he pay for them? All he bought the T-shirts, he paid the people to be out there, free Diddy. He did all that. The jurors see that. They put on their phone. They're probably on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, okay? And they're seeing that, Diddy could face life in prison. Well, these jurors don't want to put this guy away for life. So they look for the lesser charges. I know exactly what happened in that jury room without being there. Huh? Yeah. RICO. You know how RICO come about and everybody thinks it's only for us Italians? RICO, racketeering, influence, corrupt organization. That was proven. But you know what they did? They shortened it to RICO. RICO's an Italian name. So they think it's only for us Italians, which upsets me. But these victims, these people, all right, all these lawsuits against them, these people now are in fear. Who appointed Judge Submarinian? Of course, Joe Biden. Who did Diddy support? Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Hi, Lonnie from Chicago. Obviously, I'm fed up. I wish they would just said not guilty and fucking got rid of them, okay? Because this was the stupidest thing, and it's all Judge Submarinian. Now, folks, do you think that the person who appointed the judge has no say in the matter? Trust me, they do. I know of somebody that was sentenced to a long term. They got reduced at sentencing because that president called that judge that he put on the bench. Yes, that happens, folks. Politics is powerful, and they're all thieves. You'll see what Elon Musk did. He found all that, all that money, wasteful money going for stupid things. Okay. You're right, Dobie. He can get. I don't know what the judge is going to send. The judge might give him time served. The judge could actually give him time served. As far as new charges, they possibly they could bring, some of the states could bring state charges if the crimes fall within the statute of limitations. Most crimes, there's a 5-year statute of limitation, except for murder, which there's no statute of limitation on murder. So I don't know what crimes he committed within the last 5 years, okay? You could bet your boots he's gonna have problems with the IRS, but he'll be able to take care of that and pay it. This guy's still got several millions of dollars left, okay? And they estimate his worth to be 200 to 300 million, with about 70 million in liquid cash someplace. Yeah, the Diva, he has two. They hold up to 10 years each. But what would his judge do? We don't know. We're going to find out. What time is it? 12:30 here. It's 3:30 back east. The judge said at 5 o'clock he's going to make a decision on the bail. If he gives bail, but you got to, there's something else that can happen here, folks. One thing the judge has to do is order a pre-sentencing report from the probation officer. Now that probation officer checks everything out. And then they can enhance you. Now they can enhance Diddy as having a managerial position in this, because he's the one who directed the whole thing. And you get extra time for that. That gets added on. How do I know about that? They did that to me. on a robbery that they said I was the manager of. I had a couple guys come from New York to rob a safe. Okay? So I know that part. There's other things they could do. Cassie and the hairstylist said that. Okay? Hopefully you people are getting the correct information. People that celebrating this are sick, okay? But you know what they are, okay? Look at it, it's like politics. Some people love Trump, some people hate him. Some people love me, some people hate me, okay? That's just the way life goes. But I want you folks to know that, when it's all over with the Diddy trial, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here for you folks. That's the respect that I have for all you people to subscribe to my channel, put on your notifications so you know when I come live, okay? I'm going to talk to you about comment, all right? And what's the difference between a comment and a motivational speaker? I'm going to show you people that you will be shocked to find out were con men but went on to lead very successful lives. I'm going to show you how you're being conned, or some of you are being conned out of your money each and every day. That's just one thing I'm going to show you. Folks, I'm going to tell you a story about how I robbed a jail of cable boxes. Okay? I got a lot of stories. Okay? Tons of them. I wrote this book. All right? If I put everything in this book, my God, it'd be like this. Okay? Which, by the way, is available on my website. I don't come on here and ask you people to put money in my Cash App or PayPal. I'm not one of those people. They got a thanks button. Okay, I don't do that shit either. All right, I leave it up to the people what they want to do because you got the freedom to think. All right, and do what you want to do. We still have that freedom in this country, and let's hope that we always have it. Mr. Tahoe, I appreciate you buying my book. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that very much. Okay? And all you got to do is hit the link in my profile, and it'll take you to my website if you want an autographed book, and or take you to Amazon. Okay? Whatever you want is available in Audible, Kindle, whatever your preference for reading is. Yeah, Jennifer, as we're talking about, none of us could understand. And I'm trying to pin it out, and I put all the blame on Judge Submaranium. And how somebody can get this video to him. Let him know, because I don't give a shit. Okay? Is the Justice Department going to be through with Diddy after this? I don't know. Okay, they can't try him again for the same things, I don't think. Okay? But they're going to investigate other crimes. They're going to start digging deeply now, because you can't piss the government off. They don't like that. Don't piss the government off. And how did I get rid of this thing? I can't. Don't piss the government off, folks. I've seen it before. You got this Keefe out in Nevada on the murder of Tupac Shakur, who, by the way, I believe I'm 80 years old. I listen to Tupac music. I love him. I love this young kid, Lamar, all right? I listen to rap, too. But those are two guys. I really like the way they put it. I can't express it like some of you probably could. Okay? Yeah, worldwide, it's just me talking. Like it, don't like it, I don't give a fuck. Okay? You know, why do people want to get nasty? This is called social media. Be social. I'm giving you my thought. You don't like it? Come on over here and fucking tell me to my face. I'm sorry, I get upset sometimes. And don't forget, folks, hit your notification button for me and hit that like and subscribe. All right, I would appreciate it. They put numbers up here. I don't know what they mean. Okay. You know, all this social media stuff I do myself. My son does help me post and put those hashtags and all that stuff into things. I don't know how to do that. But I can talk. I know how to talk. So, you know, I don't know what could happen. A lot of things that could happen. All right. And, but I think Diddy's problems are just beginning. They're not ending. I don't know how many, you know, he's got his family, he's got some loyal supporters. But how many of his entertainment friends are going to do business with him? You know, young kids looking for a record deal, are they going to go to Diddy? I certainly wouldn't. I mean, we've seen the witnesses of what happens to these young kids. We've seen what happened to Cassie. She had what was it, a 5 or 9 record label deal with Diddy. She got one album out, that was it, never another one. All right? Hello, Chrissy. Well, Diddy's got money. So when Diddy's in it, when you're a guy who has money, the first thing you could bet your boots, the Aryan Brotherhood. All right, because look, he's black, he'll be with the blacks. Each race, one thing, prison is pretty segregated, okay? But he's going to be paying people for protection. He's going to be paying for a lot of things, okay? And when I say protection, it's not that they're paying the inmate, okay? They're paying that inmate's family. I know one guy that was paying a couple of the inmates' family for protection, $5,000 a month each, okay? And they're going to go after Diddy for more than that. Look at what people do in their bedroom, like I said earlier. I don't care what they do in their bedroom. That is your personal business. But when you start videoing it, okay, and when you're beating girls, I don't like any man that beats a woman. And I don't like pedophiles. I don't think they should put pedophiles and women who beat women in prison. No, not at all. What I think they should do, all right, is put them up against the wall with a firing squad. But before they do that, torture them. All right? Because a bullet is quick and puts you right out. All right? Torture them a little bit. Pedophiles. Got pedophiles all over. Yeah, the civil lawsuits have begun. Okay. They had one last Friday right here in Beverly Hills. Mark Garagos represents him. Everybody thinks Mark Garagos is a great lawyer. I think he's a terrible lawyer. I wouldn't hire him to defend me. He's primarily a civil case lawyer and a state lawyer. That's very different than federal. Wahoo, Prince. Prince, I'm wrong and you're right, buddy, huh? You know everything, Prince. You don't know how to tie your shoes. The former mob would have gotten them? Maybe. Back in my day, we really, because nowadays everybody's a rat. Everybody's a rat. It's disgusting. I can't even watch. They got these gangsters on YouTube. They're all rats. I don't listen to them. They lied when they were on the witness stand, and they're lying now. Makes it any different? So I don't think Diddy would be harmed in prison. I don't see any reason why. Okay? Unless somebody really feels it's necessary. You never know what could happen in prison, folks. And I'm going to be telling you prison stories. Okay? Things that I seen while in prison. I seen guys get their ears taken right off. Seen guys getting stabbed. Okay? It's very easy to put somebody down. You're right. Stephanie, absolutely correct. And who do I think is working? Who is Diddy, Sammy Gravano? It was Sammy Gravano who got to a juror, paid him $60,000, 1987, and John Gotti got acquitted. What about jury 25, who immediately said he doesn't understand? This guy's a scientist. It means he's educated, and he can't understand the simple rule, all right, that the judge put out? And my prediction is this jury's going to be investigated. You could bet they're doing it right now. They're checking the jurors, their families, and their friends for any large money transactions into their accounts. You could bet that's happening. But I don't know how, if they find out that a juror was paid off, what that does. I gotta look that up, and I have to find out. Yeah, Prince, I know he had money, okay? So what's the deal? What's the big deal? A lot of people got money. I don't give a shit about how much money he's got. I'm telling you how well he could use and give his money away in prison if he gets there. You could bet your ass he's been paying right there at NDC, because I was right there. I know how it's done. Right there. You know what the Italians did? We found a pedophile in prison. We get some guy that's got life in prison. He's doing life. Do you think he cares if he gets another life term? No. We have him do things that a pedophile. Look it. Doing those things is simple. People don't understand that. Because you haven't been on the streets. You don't know. I'm an old-timer in the mob. I know what we did to informers back in the day before RICO. Okay? We never had informers. Well, folks, you know what? It's the 4th of July weekend. It's 1 o'clock here in Los Angeles. By the way, tell me, where are you folks from? Put down where you're from. Mr. Allegedly. Mr. Tahoe. Yeah, put down where you're from. I'd like to know. What states are you from? Okay, well, I know we got some people from other countries, which is awesome. Well, he's definitely a weirdo. There's no question about that. But, you know, being a weirdo is not a crime. Bermuda, Michigan, Ohio, South Carolina, New York, Chrissy in New York. Are you close to the courthouse? Mr. Tahoe, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany. Please subscribe. I appreciate that. Anybody, you know, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the notification button. It does not cost you one penny to do that there. Daniel, how he became a gangster. It's a long story, but it's all in my book, okay? And I'm going to tell you more as we go along. After this trial, we'll get the normal things in life, but you know, I want to help as many people as I could. You know, I'm not a very religious man. I was born a Catholic. I'll die a Catholic, but I do pray. Tisa, Gucci, what about Tisa? Yeah, you and T, why you put me, take this, Tisa. You calling me a mother effer? Thank you. So kind, respectful. You know, that's the problem. All right? Daniel, the book is The Accidental Gangster. Here it is, right here. Hold up for everybody, right there. From insurance salesman to Hollywood fixer. Or my boss of Hollywood, as a lot of people call me. Okay? So, you know, respect. I'm 80 years old. I've had guns put to my head in my lifetime. I've had people come after me, and I never got harmed. You know why? Because of respect, honor, and loyalty. And this is what most of these young guys are today. They have no respect, honor, or loyalty. They don't even know what it is. Okay? You know, somebody threatened me on TikTok, a free Diddy guy. He actually threatened me. Somebody wants to threaten me. Message me. I'll give you my address. I don't care where in the world you are. And fly out here and see me. But save some money and only buy a one-way ticket, because I guarantee you're not going back. And some people like to threaten. They're sitting at home on a computer or their cell phone, and they threaten people. Well, so what's everybody doing for the 4th of July? I have a lady coming down. She's on the road right now. She's going to be here probably another 4 hours. She's beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do. Do you have any idea how long it's been that I've had a woman in my bed overnight? I can't even tell you how long it's been. LA Family War Story. I was wrong about Diddy. Tell me what I was wrong about Diddy on. I called Diddy a punk. He's a woman beater. Tell me what I'm wrong about there. Okay? Famous war story. Tell me what is wrong. Okay? I think she's around 50, TMK. I'm not sure. I'm going to find out, but she's beautiful. All right? Well, Taco, you might be free. No. Is there anybody? We got some free Diddy people here. Now, I want somebody to tell me. Tell me I'm wrong and come out and say, no, Diddy is not a woman beater. Is there anybody there? I bet not. Even you people that say free Diddy. Who Diddy bought those t-shirts and paid everybody to be on the court. Oh, I'm not celebrating Diddy, but tell me, all right? If anybody here thinks he's not a woman beater, let me know. I know that's not what the case was about. And that couldn't be a state case. That would have been a case in California, okay? But it was past the statute of limitation. He should have been found guilty. You're right. Black man, and he's not a woman beater. Yeah, there you go. And you like to use that N word. I don't use it. Okay, I'll go with you. Who are you? All right? They just said that there. I'll go in any hood area. I'll go to Bedford-Stuyvesant, Spanish Harlem, Harlem, Watts. I've been to all those places, and I guarantee you I get more respect than you would. Julie, I don't know how much time he's going to get. It's going to be up to the judge. It could be up to 20 years. I don't know. Okay? But I don't trust the judge. He could walk today. All right? This is the craziest thing that I've ever seen. I don't know what he's going to get, boy. I honestly don't know. But somebody was bought, somebody was paid, and eventually we're going to find out because it always comes out. Okay? Let me tell you something. I pay people off. I pay politicians off in my lifetime. Okay? I paid a judge off right here in Los Angeles one time. It's not hard. Because they're the biggest thieves in the country. Yeah, you know, I got to learn how to block people and all that there. I'm not a tech-savvy guy, all right? No, I don't have reservation. I don't need them. Where I go, people know me, and I always get a table. I'm white. No, I'm not white, my friend. I'm Italian, okay? Racist. See these guys? The blacks come out, they're more racist against white people. Why? I'm not racist against you. I'm not racist against anybody. And you want to call me racist? Where are you? Come back over here. All right? You know, let me see that there. Stephanie, you're correct. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. All my love and respect to you. All right? There's a lady that knows the truth, knows just how it is. Okay? And thank you. You look very beautiful. Chrissy. Nick, what's the difference if I'm white, black, or green? What's the difference? Do you find a problem with that? I don't find a problem. You'll be surprised at the black people that have been right here and sit on this couch. From the Bloods to Crips. You think I don't know them? I know the leaders. You think I didn't know Suge Knight? Read my book. He's in here. Yeah, I collected $1 million for Suge Knight. He never said I was racist. But people want to come out here and call me white man? Yeah, I'm white. Thank you, Horse, for the $2. I appreciate that. All right, thank you. You're the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, you know what? That's the second time somebody's ever given me, I guess you call it a thanks, right? Second time I ever got that. Okay? And Tisha, did any of you hear if there was a problem with Tisha outside the courtroom today? I heard some free Diddy people were giving her a problem. All right, does anybody know anything about that? Thank you there, Verette Wood. I appreciate that. Thank you, Horse. Thank you there. Is that another one? I don't know. Thank you. I never got these things. I don't know what to do. All right. Is that what happens when you hit the thanks button? Okay. Is that what that is? Horse just gave me some money there. And is that what happens when you hit that thanks button? I'm not familiar with all this. Thank you. Horse did it twice. I appreciate that. Okay? You're a good man, Horse. Thank you. Yeah, Chrissy's great. Yeah. Look, Atisha's not telling all lies. She's just telling her feeling. Okay? She's got the freedom of speech like everybody else. I haven't caught her lying. Okay? The only thing I caught her sometime not having her information correct. Okay? Because she gets that from Nancy Grace because she kept calling it a state case. And it's not a state case. It's a government case. There's a big difference between the United States government versus Diddy than New York State versus Diddy. Big difference there. Okay? Look at everybody. Look at, people want to demean Tisha. This girl is working her ass off. Whether you like her or not, you got to respect the fact that this girl is working every single day to give people content, to give them information. Okay? They're there at that courthouse, 6:30 in the morning. And they don't leave until court is adjourned at the end of the day. That's a long day. And then they come out and they report to you on what they see is happening in court. You should salute those people, thank them, because a lot of them are giving great information. Look, I definitely don't feel that Diddy deserves life in prison. No way. Okay? I'm definitely against minimum mandatory sentencing. Those were put in effect by Joe Biden. I'm definitely against that an inmate has to do 85% of their time now. That was put into law by Joe Biden. The RICO is definitely illegal and unconstitutional. Even the guy who wrote the RICO said he wouldn't know how to change it. Do you know? He's retired now. He lives in, I think, South Carolina. Do I think he's going to get on bond? With this judge, I think so. Yeah. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate that. And who else? Somebody else. Boy, people hitting that like button. I appreciate that there. Oh, that went $4.99. Okay. Thank you, folks, for that there. Thank you, Stephanie and Leo. Okay. Was there somebody else there? All right, folks, you like hitting that thanks button. I appreciate that. This is the first time these things really happened to me. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great weekend. Folks, I got some very interesting stories. You know, you all know that I got stories that you know, things that I did on the streets that sometimes I ask myself, how am I still alive? But I'm here, folks, because I always did the right thing because it's the right thing to do. I don't like hurting people. I like helping people. I've helped a lot of people. You know, when us people think us Italian gangsters are bad guys. You know, when we made scores, we helped our neighbors out. We'd help a woman down the street who was divorced, had to raise a family. We'd go over, lay a few grand down on her. Okay? I mean, we do those kind of things, you know? So, yeah, it looked like we live good lives and it's glamorous and all that there, but look, it's a lot different than most people. Thank you, Nick. Janique, yes, here to tell my side of the story. Yes, Rosario, thank you, thank you. God bless. A lot of similarities. I posted the similarities of the Diddy case to the R. Kelly case. And you know, in my opinion, everybody wants to brag about how great the Southern District of New York is. I'm going to tell you something. The Eastern District is totally different. I think the U.S. attorneys are much stronger and better and got more proven record. The Southern District, I mean, you know, I know Loretta Lynch, every time I went to court for just a hearing, she was sitting right there in the courtroom, watching me, seeing what's going on with me in my life. Loretta Lynch, she was the head of the Eastern District, and that was before Biden made her in charge of the Department of Justice. Okay? And Diddy he will get karma somehow. You're correct. Same here. Hi, neighbor. Chrissy, you're my neighbor? Well, who's in upstate New York? Horse? You in upstate New York? I was born in Rome, New York. Are you far from there? What part? And there might be some filming going on in Dutchess County. I'll tell you more about that at another time. And I'll tell you what movie is being filmed. Okay? I'm going to tell you something. I guarantee you, Diddy gets out, it will not be long before he's doing drugs and having more of his parties. Only difference, he'll keep him a little bit more low-key, okay? Do you think he's going to stop? I don't think so. The guy is definitely a druggie, and he's got drug problems, okay? And that's another thing, all right? Small, 130 acres is small to you, horse? Horse has got 130 acres in upstate New York. He said it's small. People here in California don't even know what an acre is and how big it is. Yeah, because what this trial does now, all right, it's like it gave him a license to go back and do it, all right? We're going to find out if he's going to be jailed. Let's see what the judge does on, what time is it? About another hour. So we're going to know, folks. So let's see what happens, and I'll be back with you. I'm going to go get myself something to eat. And as usual, everybody, all my love and respect. You have no idea from my heart how much I appreciate each and every one of you, even the ones that give me the bad messages. I got no issue with you, okay? I don't like it, but I got no problem with it. I understand. Everybody is different in this world. And can you imagine how bad this world would be if we were all the same? We all look the same? Oh my God. But anyways, folks, remember something. Make somebody else happy today, and I guarantee you it will come back to you tenfold. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, like, and put your notifications on so you know when I'm coming back. I'm going to go get something to eat now. God bless you. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.